What's up, Knights of X, and happy Halloween. It's October 31st, and also happy Baylan Skoll Unlock Day. I am so hyped for this character, guys. His kit is amazing, and I really can't wait to use him in Grand Arena. It's going to completely change the meta. But for today, we're going to be going over the unlock guide to get him. And good news, guys, it's really not that hard. I've narrowed down a really good strategy that worked for me. I have a really solid win rate. I think I won 90% of the time using this strategy. I played the event over 12 times. You do have to beat the event 3 times to unlock him, so it's the same thing 3 times in a row. But I actually found it pretty fun, I'm not going to lie. It was a really cool mechanic, and you get to finally really understand how the team functions pretty well. So we're going to get into the modding, the strategy, the turn order, all of that right now. But before we do, guys, just a reminder, hit that sub button if you're enjoying this content. Really helps out the channel tremendously. Appreciate all the support, and I hope you guys too. So let's get into the modding and the strategy. Alright guys, so the first character to talk about is going to be Morgan Elsbeth, and pretty much you want her to be the fastest on the team. You want her at 300 speed. That's where I had her with all my health and tank mods. She has over 100,000 protection. Potency is a little helpful here because you can land blind. You really want blind, it's super important. But I was able to land it with only 58% potency, guys, so not that critical to go with potency sets. Having that extra survivability is very nice just in case you get hit very hard by Sabine or Ahsoka. But for the most part, guys, you just want her tanky and you want her fast. You want her to go first. That's all you need to do with Morgan Elsbeth. Does not require a speed set, just health and defense. Try to get as close to the speed as you can as possible. And that leaves us to Shin next, so let's get into those mods. Next up, guys, is Shin, and I have her 1 speed slower than Morgan. That is by no means necessary. You just want her to go second. That is helpful for the strategy, but pretty much Morgan going first is to land blind on Sabine. It helps you survive that opening huge damage play. I have my Shin modded for offense and health. As you can see here, she's a little fast, but I also have her damage above 8,500, which is pretty nice. She's going to be ramping really hard. You're going to see her hitting for over like 900k, guys. It's actually insane. So Shin going second is important. It's very helpful. And that leaves us with Marrok. So let's go into his modding. And for Marrok, guys, I did not even have full 6-dot mods on him. I just had the ones that had offense, crit damage, and speed to give a little bit of a boost. And his speed is not as nearly as important. He's mostly there for the assist and dealing damage and applying tenacity down. The tenacity down is very huge. I have his special damage at 9,200. That's where I was able to get him at. I'm sure you could be fine a little bit under that, but he was hitting really hard towards the end. And disclosure, guys, I have Zetas on all of these characters. I don't think that they're very essential at all. I do think the strategy is very easy without them, but if you are going to have a Zeta on the team, I do think Marrok's is going to be the most helpful. That is just my opinion, but that is the modding, guys. Now we're going to get into the gameplay and the strategy. Alright guys, so we're going to get into the gameplay, and this is going to be the first battle that I did with the team, and with the modding that you have set up from my modding guide, it's going to run the same exact way. So here, it's very important that Morgan is first because of the blind on her second special. You're going to see in a second. She goes first, and she does her second special on Sabine, and she lands blind, which is going to make you dodge that massive one-shot hit by Sabine. And every time you take a turn, Sabine gains 15% turn meter. So I've had it times where Shin goes second, or I've had Sabine go right away. So that's why I think Morgan going first is really helpful. Here, I kind of try putting the extra ability on, but it doesn't do much because she removes all my buffs, which is annoying. So there, I just do a basic on Ahsoka, and she does her stance. Now here, guys, Sabine has stealth, and Ahsoka has tenacity up. So it's Baylan's turn, and you want to make sure you use the second special because that removes buffs and also stuns and removes turn meter. So you're going to see here in a second. I go for that ability, and I stun Ahsoka, and then there, I did not use my first special, guys. You do not want to use that unless Sabine is stealth. That is very important. You just want to basic or use your other special when Sabine is around. If she's not around, she's stealth, you use the first special. So here, We're just going for big damage on Sabine. I'm not using my second special on Marrok until they're at 6 stacks. Here, I want to constantly call Marrok to assist because he's applying Tenacity down, which is super helpful, which allows me to land Stagger, and I remove Turn Meter. There, I get the 6 stacks, and then I get that big damage and get exposed. Again, I still do basics here, waiting. I go for another assist here to get some more Tenacity. Do a basic. And I'm also, guys, you have to pay attention to the top right. You're going to see that Sabine's big hit is now on, not on cooldown, so you have to be prepared for a big, massive hit. Here, I go for a basic onto Sabine, and I'm going to try to see if I'm able to stun her. I got a stun, very luckily. And I know that her big move is up, so I'm trying to get these big hits down as quickly as I can. I go for the blind ability. I get the blind. Now she's going to dodge that massive hit, unless I take her down here. I was able to get a big damage hit, but that's pretty much the strategy, guys. And then here, Ahsoka, it's a 4v1. She is dangerous, so you have to not misplay anything here. She's going to hit hard on some plays. You just want to slowly take her down. I don't want to use the buff removal yet because she does not have any buffs. Go for the big ability because I get some critical hit immunity. And here, you're going to see she cleanses. I'm just going to do a basic to get some Tenacity down. Here, I use the first special to remove buffs. Works out wonderful. Here, I try to see if I can get a stun, even though she didn't have buffs. And then I go for the big mass swarm. The Tenacity down is really helpful for landing those debuffs, guys. I've noticed that really, really well. And she does another cleanse. Unfortunately, she has certain thresholds. There, I go for a stun. That was a misplay by me because she had Tenacity up. We do lose Baylan in this one, guys, but in the second battle, we have everyone alive, which is amazing. Here, we have to be a little cautious. I call Marrok to assist, I believe. No, I call Baylan because he has damage immunity. And I go for just a nice cleanse on my team there. Go for another Tenacity down and expose. Here, I'm thinking I call Baylan for the taunt. She gets a massive, massive one-shot there, guys, but we're still okay. Still have 3 alive. And here, I go for a big hit again, even though she does not have Tenacity down. I'm just trying to get those big hits. As you can see, she's hitting pretty hard. Go for another big hit with Marrok. Go for that buff removal here. Here, luckily, we get a stun. Go for the big ability. Another massive hit. You see how hard they're hitting, guys? And that is pretty much it, guys. Very, very easy. There's a little bit of RNG with it, but you guys will get the hang of it. I'm telling you, it's really not that hard compared to Gas or Malik. This is nothing compared to that, guys. Let's go into battle number 2 where I have everyone alive. Alright, guys, so this is battle number 2 where I have every single person alive at the end. This is definitely the way to go. I go for a big hit here, get the blind. She misses her big hit. So you see how Shin didn't go second there? Sometimes the turn meter is weird where Shin or Ahsoka will outspeed Shin. But then there, I'm doing the same strategy pretty much. I'm going for Sabine, which is very, very important. Call Marrok to assist so I can get that Tenacity down. I go for a big hit on Baylan to get the stagger. Another big hit by Marrok. Only use that ability if they have 6 stacks, guys. So there she had Tenacity down, but our potency wasn't high enough, so we dodged. She goes for her big hit, and we luckily don't get killed. There, I'm using the first special to remove buffs. Call Marrok to assist. He's the damage dealer and also applies Purge and Tenacity down. There, just a basic because she's not at 6 stacks. Get that blind. Go for another big hit. As you can see, she still has one turn until her big hit, so I'm trying to get her down as quickly as I can. I try to see if I can get a stun here. Again, didn't get it. We luckily survived that hit, guys. That health and defense was very helpful. Go for a basic. That heals the team. Here, I try to get Sabine out of stealth, so I go for the second special. Look how hard Marrok is hitting. Go for him again. He's got offense up. Just hitting for crazy amounts of damage, guys. I go for that again. Nice big hit. Should get out Sabine next turn. I go for the big hit because she has that big move coming up. Then here, I just go for a nice AoE. 6 stacks, second special. More tenacity down. Go for the cleanse because I have heal immunity. Another big hit from Marrok. I try to see if I get a stun because she has tenacity down, and we hit pretty hard there, so that was really nice. Back to 6 stacks, another big hit. So then here, she's got some buffs, so I gotta be a little bit careful. She's gonna counterattack. There, I use the first special to remove that tenacity. Another big hit. Offense down. We have blind because the tenacity down is there, so it's easier to land. Just do it basic because she's got tenacity and not 6 stacks. There, remove the buffs, hit a stun, heal the team. Very, very simple, guys. Another big hit. I go for a big hit here, even though she's already stunned. I'm just trying to get that damage landed on her, and that was a big hit. Then here, guys, massive hit from Marrok. And that is pretty much the strategy, guys. It is really not that hard. You have to do this 3 times. If you are having a hard time, try to follow the mods I have here. I do not think the Zetas on Morgan or Shin are very needed in this situation. I do think the Marrok one is extremely helpful. But I'm not able to test it because I don't have the Zetas not applied. But hopefully you guys don't have any issues with this unlock. I've had a lot of fun with it. I think it's really cool. I've tried him in arena. He does not seem to be super good out in a squad arena, but I'm sure we're going to see how good he is in Grand Arena. And if you have the Territory War Omicron on Shin, I'm sure he's going to do really well there. So let me know what you guys think. Did you guys enjoy this event? Are you looking forward to unlocking Baylan? Very curious on your opinion. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment down below. And as always, if you're not already, subscribe to the channel to become a Knight of X. And I will see you guys in the next video. May the Force be with you all.